Player who's been linked with a move to Liverpool is now Victor Osimhen. And I mean, you just couldn't be upset if we signed him. You just couldn't be. He is one of the very best number nines in the world. And if we want an elite level number nine, I think there's four options. I thought there was three, but I've now revised it and I'm going with four. There's obviously Alexander Isak, and everybody knows how great that guy is. But the price is ludicrous, and Newcastle have no real intention of selling. And if they're in the Champions League and he's got 3 years left in his deal, why would they consider selling? So we can probably remove him from consideration, but he is still an elite level forward that it would be very nice to have. Julian Alvarez is next. Now, he would be expensive. They paid 64 million from last summer. People keep quoting 85. It's 64. The rest is add-ons that will not have triggered yet unless there was, I don't know, 5 million for 25 games, which seems unlikely. More likely it's 50 La Liga starts or winning a Champions League, winning a title, 100 games, whatever. It'll be things more like that. It won't be small add-ons with that. Anyway, he would be incredible. And if you want someone to bring the very best out of Mo for the next couple of years, Julian Alvarez is the guy. Look at how he plays with Messi. Look at how he plays with Griezmann. You could very easily see Mo loving life next to Julian Alvarez. The third would be Victor Osimhen. And I know people will say, oh, but he's playing in Galatasaray. There's, the stuff about his attitude and all this kind of stuff. But look at what the fella does when he's on the pitch. Look at what the fella does. He is incredible. Now, the knock with him would be AFCON. Simple as that. AFCON is the issue with Victor Osimhen because we also lose Mo for that competition. So losing two of your starting front line is less than ideal. But still, he would be sensational in our team. And the final one is Victor Gyökeres. And whether people like to accept it or not, this guy is absolutely outrageous. You do not do what he's doing without being a special footballer. And it's not just what he's doing in Portugal, and it needs to stop with the Darwin comparisons, because Darwin never did this. Like, his season last year was significantly better than the Darwin season that we bought Darwin off the back of. And this season, he's gone up another level. 95 goals in 98 games for Sporting. And before that, he had two really, really good seasons in the Championship with Coventry. So he's done it in English football, in a tough league. And people will say, oh, it's the Championship. Eberechi, Adam Wharton, Michael Olise, all of them came from the Championship. All of them excelled in the Premier League. They're not alone in that. It's a really good barometer. Ivan Toney, Alexander Mitrovic, all of them did great stuff in the Championship. Ollie Watkins, Brian Mbomo. And you could tell, Jared Bowen, you could tell these were guys that could do it at the Premier League level. And he's another one of them. And he's gone to Portugal. And it's not just that he's shone. He looks so far and above everyone else in that league. It's like he's playing a different sport. He's got a lot of Harry Kane about his game. But I actually think his comp is Ruud van Nistelrooy. If you watch Ruud with his movement, with how he used to carry the ball, and with his finishing for the corners, and you watch Gyökeres, the similarities are right there. Similar size, similar levels of pace. Ruud might have been a hair quicker, but Gyökeres isn't slow at all. And if you watch Sweden play, Gyökeres impacts games more than Isak does. He's not a better player than Isak. Isak is the more talented footballer. But Gyökeres impacts games more. He does more of the dirty work for his team. And this season, like this last year or so with the national team, he has been incredible. I think Victor Gyokeres is the one that makes the most sense for us. I really do. He won the Premier League top scorer, Golden Boot, and Player of the Year last year. He's going to win both again this year. And it's not even close. Like, there's nobody in that league operating at anywhere close to his level. He has... So, people have talked about Samu for us, and I think he's a really big prospect. And I've seen some people mention Pavlidis at Benfica as someone that we could look at as well. And I've seen other clubs being linked with him potentially for pretty big money. Pavlidis has 18 league goals this season. Samu has 16. Gyökeres has 38. You can add together any two players in the league and he scored at least 4 more than them. If you take out Pavlidis and Samu, you can add together any 3 players in the league and he scored at least 5 more than them. Like, this is not to be dismissed, what he's doing. The only knock with him is he is 27 in the summer. But if you want a win-now move, a ready-made goal scorer, he is right there. And Sporting are open to selling for below his release clause, according to all reporting. Now, Ruud was 25 when he came to England, but he was also coming off a torn ACL. And you look what he did. I genuinely think Gyökeres could do similar for us. I think he's 20 goals a season in the Premier League. And I think he could do it for 4, 5, 6 years. I think his game will age quite well. I don't think he'd be able to extend it into his mid to late 30s. But I certainly think up to like 33 or so, I think you could absolutely bank on him to be a reliable source of 20 goals a season. Whether it's... So if we can't get Isak or Álvarez, Osimhen and Gyökeres are right there. And both of them are gettable. And both of them are like eons ahead of where Hugo Ekitike is right now. And he's very talented. Very, very talented. But for right now, to maximize the window with Mo, with Virgil, and then bring us beyond that, it's Osimhen or Gyökeres if we can't get Álvarez or Isak. And the next one on the list would be Retegui. But he's a step down. Now, if Victor Gyökeres signs for Arsenal this summer, you can be prepared for me to run some nasty counter-propaganda. What else have we got here? Pep Guardiola has halted a press conference to send Liverpool well-deserved title praise. That's nice. Diogo Jota is attracting Saudi interest. Well, hopefully some of the Saudi teams are willing to overpay for the 2025 version of Diogo Jota. Would certainly be very open to reams of Saudi money coming in for Nunez, for Jota, and for Diaz. I know there's a bit of a pushback against the idea of selling Luis Diaz, but he's 28. He's not going to get better. His contract is up in 2 years. And he doesn't warrant a contract to bring him into his 30s. Now is the time to sell Luis Diaz. He's had a really good last month, 6 weeks maybe. But what about the 3 to 4 months before that when everybody was up in arms about him being in the team? He had a really good start to the season. He's at a really good end to the season, but there is that middle part as well. And there were good performances in there, but they were not frequent. They were not consistent. And ultimately, there are better left wingers out there. And if we can maximize his value and get a big fee for him from the Saudis or wherever, it's absolutely the move.
The Reds, it's Jack here, and that was a clip from one of Anfield Index's audio podcasts. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you do like, share and subscribe to keep up to date on all things LFC. We record around 100 audio podcasts every month, with our shows featuring match-going fans, top journalists, professional analysts and even Liverpool legends along the way, with the great Dane himself, Jan Molby, joining us every single week. If you want to listen to all our podcasts for free, head over to AnfieldIndex.com/podcasts. Our audio shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Anfield Index. Or if you prefer to listen to all our podcasts in full and without any ads, why not head over to AI Pro today to check it out now at AnfieldIndexPro.com. If you want to get involved in the great growing community of Liverpool fans, check out the Anfield Index Discord. The link is in the description. Do get involved with that from Reds around every corner of the globe. For now, Reds, hope you enjoyed this video.